We wanted to have a more rational, more stylistic building and have a very subtle difference. No? In this case, it's a more residential building. It's a more apartments that are more expensive. So we wanted to have a very rational building with a very with not a lot of noise. As well for the urban settlement, because it's the corner of Plaza and the main street, the Avenue Charlemagne. We wanted to have a special feature in the windows, so they have these window frames that reframe the glass, pushing it into the back a little bit. And the whole idea of changing the aperture of these windows from floor to floor is to give it a different perspective. It's a little bit a game of perspective. It's a little bit also a game of identity. So each floor changes a little bit, but also it comes with the logic of the light. In Harmony, we wanted to create guest houses, or for example, if you live with your parents and they're already old and elderly or needing help, they can have a little separate area. They can enter themselves in a different door, and they can have really a different area from your apartment, but you can still be together and living one-to-one. I think that we're still designing in a very traditional way the houses, and this is introducing a little bit a new way, no? Because there are families now that have very different configurations, and we did the corners around it because we wanted to soften the corners in order also to give a little bit more of a fluid continuity of lines, in order to just continue with our idea of more elegance and refined rational design in that one. Our idea was, I understand that this is the place of encounters. No? This is where you encounter your neighbors. We needed to do a lot of apartments in this building. We needed to put a lot of apartments in. And we realized if we just put it only like one set of stairs, we would have to have corridors, long internal corridors, and also corridors shared by 7 or 8 apartments. So you have 2 almost separate buildings, because you have people that have to enter in one side or in the other one. So they have only 4 apartments in the same floor. You can see only 4. And then these stairs is the point of where you meet other neighbors, not just the ones in your floor. And we thought to give an importance to that, to create a nice promenade to your apartment. The open stairs that go around the elevator that allow this space to be more fluid and more communal space. No, this is more of already part of the community. So a little bit what we wanted is also a progression between public and private space. Whereas you come from the public, you start going into your apartment, but it's still in a more collective space. Then you go into a little more collective space, which is your corridor, and then you go to your own apartment. So you are sharing these spaces with less and less people until you only are with you or your own family.